history of video began in the 1890s. However, only in the last decades, video has become popular in education. For example, for blended learning, electronic learning, or flipping the classroom. Those trends make use of all kinds of instructional videos. In particular, the website YouTube, with an uncountable database of videos, has contributed to this change. Part of the videos on YouTube are instructional videos that promote a deeper understanding of a topic. For example, videos made by local teachers who explain biology, or more professional channels like characterizes, Thesis, and they make all kinds of instructional videos about physics or mathematics. But some videos are watched millions of times, and others are less appreciated. Why is that? What makes those videos become popular? What characterizes those popular instructional videos? In this video I will explain to you what popular instructional videos distinguish from less popular videos, and what you can do to improve your videos. First of all, I want to look with you to the physical characteristics of those popular instructional videos. For example, what kind of materials are those videos using? Actually, you didn't see a preference for one type of visual representations, such as animation or a realistic video. However, popular videos make more of a use of a combination of different kinds of materials, and especially pictures. Another characteristic of instructional videos is the use of audio narration instead of on-screen text. Clark and Mayer recommend in their modality principle to present words in the audio. But why is that? Because when you as viewer watch an image and at the same time you see an on-screen text, you need to process both information, and it takes a lot of cognitive load of your visual channel, which is more complex for you. However, there's one exception for the use of on-screen text, and that is when you're not a non-native speaker. So if you produce videos for the international market, you could use optional subtitles. Another thing you can see physically is the high production quality of popular instructional videos. How do I see that? When you look to the resolution of those videos, they upload their video all in high definition, and all the visuals are not blurred, they're very clear and sharp. And the audio is free of mechanical noise. But all those things are things you can expect it, and it don't make a good instruction. Now we want to look deeper into those instructional videos. What kind of structures has those videos? One important element of those instructional videos is that they make use of a combination of theory and practice. In their theoretical explanation, they make use of all different kinds of sources to explain their topic. But they make also use of illustrative examples, such as stories or principles of daily life. Last but not least, there's another thing which is really important in instructional videos, and that are the supportive elements that guide the viewer in their learning process. There are three characteristics that are more common in popular instructional videos: cues, labels, and spoken words. A cue is the visual support to guide the viewer's attention, for example by highlighting important elements, or by using arrows to show relationships between elements. Labels are on-screen presented keywords, such as unfamiliar or technical terminology. Prompts are questions or requests that stimulate the cognitive process of the viewer. For example, by questions that trigger you as viewer to think about the subject. Why is that? What makes those videos become popular? Why spoken? Because it is important to reduce on-screen text. If you want more information about this research project, you can look in the description below. If you want to look some parts back, you can click here. Thanks for watching!